Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday of love. This bird is trying to compete with me today. Can I just tell you, I have kind of this love-hate relationship with the birds. No, I love the birds. I love the birds so much. But they're driving Mr. Walterino crazy. So that's my new nickname for Walter, Walterino. They're driving Mr. Walterino crazy because he doesn't understand birds. He's trying to figure it out. Oh my God, he's trying so hard to figure it out. But he doesn't get it. And I feel like all the birds... I feel like all the birds in the neighborhood have gotten together and they're like, let's play a trick on this dog. No, true story, I do, because it's like Otis doesn't pay him any mind. Like, I don't know if he doesn't see him or he he just doesn't care. I don't think Otis cares, right? But Walter, like, when we're walking, he is completely focused on these birds. Well, the problem is, okay, that their leashes are like hooked together. So it's like one leash that goes down and then they separate, okay? Which is perfect. It's like so much better than having them on separate leashes, because when I have them on separate, if you have two dogs, I should say if you have two dogs and they're great walkers, we're still learning, you know, we're still learning. But if they're great walkers, it's perfect because they just walk side by side or in front of you, right? Okay, well, we're getting there. They're not even a year old yet, you guys. Okay, we're getting there. But so they're kind of like walking side by side, but then what happens is that Walter will see a bird like standing in the street and then he'll like stop. Well, Otis is just like, and then he's like, so then he stops. He's like, what's going on, Walter? Okay, here's the problem, okay? And this is what I think's going on. I think there's some birds. I think they're playing nasty tricks on my dog, Walterino. No, I do, because, like, one will stand in the street. First, it was this one in the grass, okay? And then it, like, hops back. And then it hops back. Now, it's lots of birds. The birds are everywhere in the neighborhood, okay? And so, Walter will see one bird, and it's just, like, one bird in the street, right? And I think that's, like, the lookout bird, okay? Or, like, the bait bird or something like that that's supposed to go out in the street and, like, bait Walter. So then the bird will, like, once Walter sees it and the bird knows he sees it, like, he flies away, okay? So then Walter, like, he just stands there, mesmerized. He does not understand birds to save his life. It's the cutest thing. So then he stands there and he watches this bird fly. Well, then the bird will fly to, what do you call it, like to the grass, and then Walter will want to go over to, you know, see where the bird is, so I let him walk a little bit over. Otis is still like, what are we doing? I don't understand this. Aren't we out here to pee? And then all of a sudden the bird will fly up every single time, and I'm going to show you where they fly up, okay? So they fly, do you see the gutters over there? Okay, that's where all the birds fly up, and then as soon as I look up over there, there's like 8 birds, and they're all like flying together. It's like, they're like, ah, we got him again, we got him again. And it's like every time, like, Walter will watch the bird, and he'll be like, woo, 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 and then there's all these birds, and then Walter's like this. And it's like all the birds are just playing tricks on Walterino. It makes me so sad for him because he doesn't understand birds. And then I say to him, I go, honey, they're just birds. And he just looks at me like, Dad, I don't understand. He doesn't understand the birds. He's trying so hard to figure it out. He doesn't get it. But anyway, I'm real over the birds this year. I'm not putting your bird feeders out. And then the geese just honk at him. And then Walter, he just wants to be a friend of all animals like Boo Radley. He does. They don't want to be his friend. There's one of those birds over there. Get away, you mean bird. You angry birds. Get away, you angry. Now I know why they played that game, Angry Birds. My husband loved that game for about a minute. No, truly. Don't call me Truly Brown. He played that game, Angry Birds, I think for like 2 months straight, like he did. He gets like these things. Alex gets like real addicted to stuff. Not addicted like that, but like he gets real obsessed with something. He played Angry Birds, like now it's TikTok, right? But, or Instagram, because I'll be like, are you on TikTok? He's like, Instagram Reels. Like there's any difference, right? But anyway, he'll like get into something for a while. Like when we first started dating, I can remember, it was like, well, not when we first started, probably like 6 months in. But I have to have a sip of this coffee. This is my first coffee for the day. I'm uploading my TV video right now, so I can't look at my phone, but it's currently 4:42. Trying to get everything wrapped up early. Alex is actually gone right now. I'll tell you that little story in just a second. But trying to get everything wrapped up early so that just watch shows and TV shows and read and walk and stuff like that tonight. So this is my coffee, and this is from the Keurig Collective. And I don't remember which one it is. Not the warm hug, because that's my favorite, and I save it for night. So this is like the bold roast or something like that. It's pretty good. And I put some creamer in it. It's a little creamy. I just was like, it's kind of a cold. I'm so over the cold. I am so ready for the sunshine and the warm weather. No, I really am. Like, I'm no joke. Like, I'm done with this. Like, we never did get our snow, but now they're saying, like, Monday it's supposed to be, like, 25, 30 or something like that. Those walkers said, oh, they're probably in Ireland by now. But they say it's supposed to be, like, 29. People are saying we're going to get snow again next week. I'm done. I'm done with it. Like, years, I mean, we've had snow in March. We've even had snow in April. I can remember Easter egg hunting in the snow. But, like, I'm done with it. Like, I'm way done with it. Those 2 days of 75-degree weather, like, they boosted my mood through the roof. I am so done with it. By the way, speaking of coffee, before I get back to my story, which I don't even remember was my story now. So, I was talking about my mom's favorite mugs yesterday. Oh, shoot. I'll have to look this up when I'm done. Oh, it says I only have 5 minutes left. Okay. Because I screenshot it. I looked it up last night. Thank you to Lisa, okay? I'm sure some of you out there did it too. But Lisa sent it all to me. So, last night I was talking about my mugs that I bought for my mom in Saugatuck, Michigan. I think the place was called the Stone Mug. I think that's what the store was called. I don't know. I looked it up last night. It was like coffee shop in the 80s, Michigan. I could not find it. Maybe it was the 70s, but I don't think it closed down by the 80s. I mean, we were still going there in the 80s, so I could not find the name of this coffee shop. There's a lot of coffee shops. Please don't bombard me sending it to me, because I can tell you the coffee shops that are there now are not the ones that were there 50 years ago. But anyway, it was called, like, it was on this, like, side street that was kind of slanted down. And it had, like, apartments above it. It was real cute. And it was like an apartment that they had, like, turned into, like, a coffee shop or something, because it had a fireplace in it. But anyway, that's where I bought the mug for my mom that had the sailboats on it. I actually have 2 of them. Well, I was talking on here yesterday about how, like, I looked it up years ago, and I found them, like, on Etsy or something like that, or eBay, and I didn't buy them. I mean, I don't need 2 more of the exact same mugs, right? Like, I'd like something different. I was going to get them. Well, Lisa DM'd me last night. Hey, Lisa. This totally made my night. And she was like, hey, I found what those mugs are. And I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, like, and she sent me, they start with an O. They're Japanese ceramic mugs, and a lot of people collect them, and they're like, the ones that I have are considered like vintage. I mean, I literally found like online articles about it and everything last night. I totally fell down the rabbit hole, thanks to Lisa. But no, thank you, Lisa. And so I think I'm going to get online, I'm going to order a couple of them. I actually have some, I don't think it's like you can, I actually didn't look, because there's like, is this Alex? Oh, it is! There's actually this imprint on the bottom of them that, like, says if they're, like, an actual one of those cups or not. And I didn't look at that. Actually, I'm going to go inside and say hi. Ashley. I'm going to go inside and I'm going to say hi to him really quick. So, while I do that, I did a load of dishes last night, so they're already put away. I don't like... Are you like this at all? I don't like a lot of dishes in the dishwasher. It kind of makes me nervous. No, not really, but like, my mom was like that too. Like, she'd have like 3, and I know it's not good to run the dishwasher all the time and stuff like that, but she'd have like 4 coffee cups, and like, you know, we don't ever let the dishwasher get really full. Alex is the same way. Like, he'll run it, you know, he'll run it, like, if it's not full. We never let it get that full. It's 2 people, you know? And most of mine's coffee mugs. You know, maybe a dish here or there or whatever. But anyway, I'm going to go inside. I'm going to check in with him really quick, because he just got back from the mall. And he had lunch. I'll tell you about that in just a second. It was so I could film my videos. But anyway, and then I'm going to check on that mug to see if it actually has... I'll bring the mug out here, actually. Actually. Love, actually. Okay, I'll be back in 2 and 2. Okay, I'm back. I was talking to Alex about his mall trip and his quick lunch. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna take the dogs out again. I try to take them out as much as I possibly can. They were bored. There's nobody out, and there was one bird that like flew way over, and Walter's like this. He gets so distracted. He is so my son. He is so my son by getting distracted. And Otis like peed real quick, because I knew that Alex was home, and Otis is like pulling me. He's like, come on, we need to go back inside. Like, Dad's home. We're not out. We just did this right before you started vlogging. We're done with this, okay? We're done with this outside business. There's nobody to see. They get real excited if there's people to see and stuff like that. Anyway. Oh, I didn't bring my mug out here. Oh, well. Shoot. Well, if I take a break halfway, I did bring another battery too. So, and I have my glasses. Hold on. And always Kleenex in my pocket, like my mom. And I have my glasses, and I have another battery. Okay, so if I go inside, I like to put this battery in my inside pocket. If I go back inside, I'll get the mug. So Alex, so here's the deal. So today, I wanted to film my Oscar nominations. I finally finished all the Oscar movies last night, so I'll talk about that in just a second. And then I watched this Oscar, it's nominated for Best Short Documentary. Oh, I wish I'd watched all of them in the categories. I might tonight, because they're real short, and I don't know where you can watch them, but one of them, it's called All the Empty Rooms, is on Netflix. It is so sad, but it is so well done. And I watched that last night, so I'm rooting for that to win. But I haven't watched the other ones, so I'm going to watch the other ones as well. I might try to watch the documentaries tonight that are... I mean, I was thinking about this last night as I was finishing F1 and Train Dreams and all this kind of stuff. I was like, okay, well, now I can, even though the Oscars are tomorrow, I can still do the reviews. So now I have like 2 reviews for movies for next week and stuff. But I am really kind of excited to get back to, like, here's the deal I've kind of decided on my movie channel. Like, I am going to review important movies. I'm going to review new movies that just came out and stuff like that. But I want to review a lot of fun movies over there, like cheesy 80s. Like, I love watching that stuff. I don't care if they're bad movies or not. I want to review, like, bad Lifetime movies, and that's what I want to do, and 80s and 90s movies over there, because I love those movies. So that's what I'm going to do. But, of course, I'm going to do the Oscar movies. I'm going to do the new movies that come out and stuff like that, but... it's not like I'm going to the movie theater all the time, so unless it's out to rent, I can't rent it. But anyway, I wanted to do that, and then last night I restarted it, and I watched the documentary on Hulu and Disney called Friends Like These, Murder of Skylar Neese. It was fantastic. It is so well done. It is beautifully done. It highly respects the life, the family, and the friends of Skylar Neese, tells her story. And it's just a really compelling story. I know this story. I've seen this somewhere else. I kept on thinking to myself when I was watching it, am I thinking of the Slender Man documentary? Because the story is kind of similar, except for the girls in Slender Man were younger. But, okay, real quick, before I get into all that. So, this is my coffee for the day. Anyway, and then, so, this is the story I didn't tell. So, Lisa, she told me that it's this Japanese ceramic, I don't know if it's a brand or just a type of mug, but it starts with an O. Oh, I can tell you what it is now, because my video is done. The Skylar Neese video is done. Okay, so the brand is called, hold on a second, I looked it up last night and I screenshot it and everything. And then look, I have all of my categories for tomorrow night for the Oscars. Okay, it is called, here they are. Otagiri mugs, Otagiri, are high-quality collectible Japanese stoneware and ceramic mugs produced primarily in the 1960s and 1980s, known for their hand-painted nature scenes, speckled glazes, and durable construction, often marked with an OMC, Otagiri Mercantile Company, so I guess that is the brand, label. These vintage mugs are favorites among collectors for their charming rustic look. So I'm going to have to go in there and look when I get... Before I get done with this, I'll try to remember and go in there and look. Who texted me? Oh, it was Alex. I didn't even see that because I was uploading that video. So he was coming home. So, last night, I wanted to do my Oscar. I did not watch all these Oscar movies to not put out my prediction video. And I was like, I woke up today and both of us were tired. Today, both of us were really tired. And so, he went to his friend's house last night, and then after he went to his friend's house, his mom went with him. He filmed his Traders video and all that kind of stuff. I haven't seen it yet, but because when he came home, I was like, I'd just fallen asleep during my nap. And then he took his mom over to his aunt's house, because she's like staying over there this weekend to spend time with his grandma and stuff like that. So he took her over there, and then he like hung out there for a second, and then he came home. And when he came home, he went, like, he was on TikTok for like, I woke up like when he came into the room and stuff like that, and he got into bed, took his clothes off, got into bed, and like got on TikTok. And then I woke up like 20 minutes later, and he was like out. He was like asleep. So he went to bed last night. He was tired. We both woke up today, and we were so tired. But I knew I wanted to do this predictions video. And I also was like, if I'm going to do the predictions video, so like Monday I will be doing the 1,000 Pound Sisters finale, and then I'm going to start doing the Welcome to Plathville, because it starts in like a week and a half. I gotta finish Welcome to Plathville. Now I'm kind of like, I was gonna do like every episode and react to it, which I probably still will do and take notes. But now I'm kind of like, maybe I should just watch the whole season and just react to it. I mean, who cares at this point, right? But anyway, going forward, this season of Welcome to Plathville, I will be watching each episode and reacting to it. So anyway, so he and I were just hanging out in bed with the dogs talking, and he was like, are you gonna film today? And I was like, yeah, I really, because like last night, like when we were texting and stuff like that, I was like, I'm not really sure, but I do want to do this predictions video. And he was like, are you going to still do that predictions video? And I was like, I would really like to. I said, but I think it's going to be really long. I think it ended up being like right at 29 minutes. I thought it was going to be like an hour. I thought I would just go on and on and on about these movies, which I didn't. But anyway, so he was like, okay. He was like, well, I was thinking about going to the mall because he wants to get some stuff for the trip and whatever. And I was like, okay. And he was like, do you want me to wait for you? And then you can film your videos. And I said, well, I probably need like an hour and a half to 2 hours to film these videos and get them up. I said, no. I said, if I go to the mall, I'll just like buy stuff I don't need. I said, you just go to the mall. And he was like, okay. And then he was like down in the kitchen. He was like getting gift cards. He has so many gift cards. People give him gift cards for gifts all the time. So he just saves them. So he's getting into like Abercrombie gift cards and different. He found a Patachou gift card. I have tons of gift cards in there. And so, hey, how are you? Oh, I want to tell your secret so bad. I want to tell your secret so bad. Can I tell it on my video?
Will I get in trouble?
Who's gonna get you in trouble for that?
These crazy old ladies around.
Are you going down there to feed the fish?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to get in trouble.
Okay. Why do you think you're gonna get in trouble for that? Your shoes are cute.
They're dirty.
Your shoes are dirty?
I don't care.
You don't care?
I don't care.
You reading anything good?
Yes.
You are?
Isola. Yes.
What is it?
Isola.
Oh, I have that on Audible. Is
Yeah.
it good?
It's good.
Okay.
Different. Really different.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty well written.
Okay, I'll put that on my list for
Yeah.
coming up next.
Yeah.
You going down to
I'll let
feed the
you know.
fish?
I'm probably only on page 100, and it's like 500 pages, I think.
And you
400.
didn't, but you didn't like The Housemaid.
Ugh.
I was telling him.
That was a dud.
That was a dud. Have fun. Okay, so since she said I could tell, she thinks she's gonna get in trouble because she's brand new in here. She doesn't know. She's not gonna get in trouble. Do you guys remember? Okay, if you watch my Peter Desta video, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's so funny because I said, like, who's putting Mardi Gras beads on a tree out here? Okay. She picked this specific tree in the woods that overlooks the river, okay? And every day when she walks, she calls it her Charlie Brown Christmas tree. I love this. And every day when she walks, so she goes over and she's got like this fish food, and she goes to the bridge and she feeds the fish. And then she has a cairn over there. And they love classic rock. I just love, she's my new best friend in my neighborhood. So anyway, that's why I call them the hippies, which she loves that nickname now. But anyway, so when she was up here the other day and I was talking to her, I was like, what is that in your hand? It's this wooden ornament. So she had seen on that tree those Mardi Gras beads, right? And so she was like, oh, I want to do like a Charlie Brown's Christmas tree. I don't think she put the Mardi Gras beads on there. She just saw them. So then she was like, I think I'm going to start bringing up an ornament every day. So like every day when she walks the woods, and she puts like a wooden ornament on this tree that like comes from, there are always these wooden ornaments that are on there. So I went and looked the other day, and there's like 5 ornaments. There are these beautiful, like, handcrafted wood ornaments. Every day when she walks over there and feeds the fish, she puts another ornament on the Christmas tree. She calls it Charlie Brown's Christmas tree in there. And that's so cute. She thinks she's going to get in trouble for that. She's not going to get in trouble for that. People love it. So anyway, we'll go visit the Christmas tree. But you know what I was going to do? I was going to start, but she'll know it's me because I made such a big deal about it. I was going to start putting like a wooden ornament on, because we have so many Christmas tree ornaments in the basement. When my parents were like really, really poor living in Chicago, my mom one year, my dad liked to do woodwork back in the day. I think I've talked about that. Like he would do like wood pressings and things like that. He cut out, I don't even know how he did it, all of these, like, it was like nativity scene, like wood nativity scenes, and put holes in them. And then my mom hand painted them. And those were all their ornaments for their Christmas tree, and she kept them her entire life. I have them in a box in the basement. They're beautifully done. But like they totally look like like amateur. They're beautifully done, but they totally look like amateur stuff. But I was thinking about like hanging some of those on the Christmas tree. I love it. I think it should be this neighborhood project that we all do together. And there's this whole Christmas tree in the woods. It's all wooden Christmas tree ornaments, so it's not like it's hurting the environment or anything. I love it. But anyway, okay, so we were laying in bed, and I was telling Alex, I was like, I want to get these videos done sooner rather than later because I'm like halfway through with Hijack. Now that I'm done with all the Oscar movies, I kind of want to get back to my TV shows like Hijack and all that kind of stuff. So he was like, okay, well, I want to go to the mall and I want to like look around a little bit and stuff like that. Oh, I already told you this. And I said, okay. I said, I don't, he was like, do you want to go? I was like, no, because I'll end up buying stuff because I'm looking for a pair of Birkenstocks. There's the store Englishes there that I'll end up buying. Like, if I buy them online, I'll buy one pair. If I go, I'll buy 3 pair. That's the problem. Because I'll see something there that I haven't seen and I'll be like, oh, I want this. I'm like, no, so I don't need to go right now. Cousin Fun Days. And I do good on Cousin Fun Day because I'm like groceries, Costco, groceries, Trader Joe's. So I was like, no. And then he was looking through his gift cards and he found these Cheesecake Factory gift cards. And he was like, would you want to go to Cheesecake Factory? He's like, I can swing by and pick you up afterwards. I was like, no, I really want to go on my walk. And I said, I'm not really hungry for Cheesecake Factory. And I didn't even know we had these gift cards. We had 2 of them. I think they were for like $30 each. And he was like, well, so I can get out of your hair for a little bit. He's like, do you care if I go eat cheesecake? I was like, no, take them. I said, take them and use them and enjoy them. He was like, okay. He's like, so I'm gonna go. He goes, I'm gonna go to the mall. I'm gonna eat something because he was really hungry. I'm not hungry at all. He was like, but I've been eating a protein bar in the morning for breakfast. I've been doing that now for probably like 2 months. So that kind of helps curb my appetite throughout the day. So anyway, he, and don't ask me which ones are my favorite. To be honest with you, none of them are my favorite. I have like 3 different brands. One's like really kind of granola-ish. That's probably my favorite of all of them. The other ones are like chocolate-covered protein bars that very much are like workout bars to me. I've never really, there's like one brand that I really like and I can never find, I don't know what they are. My friend and I, when we would work out when I was going to visit him in Denver 18 years ago, it's those. And I've asked him and he's like, I have no clue what you're talking about. They used to sell them at his gym. And then when I came back here, I bought a bunch of them at like GNC or something. They probably don't even make them anymore. I constantly am looking for these protein bars. They're like 32 grams of protein or something. But anyway, those are like the only like chocolate covered ones I like. The rest of them I'm like gag-a-maggot. But anyway, so he left because he was like, okay, I'm gonna leave like right as you start. That way, you know, like that way I can just like be gone and I'll, you know, whatever. Because he was like, how long is it gonna take you? I said, well, it's probably gonna take me like an hour and a half to film them. And I was like, you don't have to leave. I can just sit downstairs. And he was like, no. He's like, I want to get out of the house for a little bit. And so I was like, okay. So, well, I just filmed it back to back. So my movie video was a half an hour. My TV video was like 15 minutes. So I texted him. I was like, done. I said, I'm done. He goes, my food just came. He goes, I haven't even shopped yet. He's like, the mall is packed. So I actually thought he'd be gone a lot longer. And so I said, what'd you order? And he said he got, I think, chicken fingers and fries. He was texting me this text thread between he and his friends. I said, I'm done. He said, already? I'm not even done eating. LOL. I said, LOL, oh well, what'd you get? He said, chicken tenders, fries, and a glass of champagne. He said, the whole mall is packed. There are people everywhere. And I said, okay. I said, I'm going to get these videos up and vlog, and then we can hang out. And then he sent me this text message back and forth, and then he said he's coming home, and I didn't even see that because so now he's home. So I asked him, I said, because he had a bag in the kitchen. I said, oh, did you buy a bunch of stuff? He's like, Abercrombie didn't have anything that I wanted. That's where his gift cards were from. But what did he say he bought? Now I can't remember. He just bought a bunch of shorts off of ASOS. No, a bunch of shirts off of ASOS. I went on for Ultra. He bought like 3 or 4 shirts. They were like $20. The prices are really good on that ASOS, but I never find anything that I think would look cute on me. Like the stuff that I found, well, first of all, none of the shorts do I like on ASOS because I was like, he was like, well, you have to do the filters. I was like, do the filters? What do you mean? He's like, because I was like, they're all like mesh workout shorts. He wears like those button down, like mesh kind of shirts and stuff like that to Ultra. I like, what are those? Those shoes are kind of cute. They have I don't know. Maybe I need to look more on here. But like, look at this stuff. Like these shirts. Here, let's shop men's on ASOS. Okay. Pants, going out. Like their suits on here are even pretty cheap. Well, these shirts on here are like $69.99. But like the shirts he got, They're always having sales. The shirts he got were like $22. I wouldn't buy any of these shirts anyway. I think they're all ugly. They're just not my style. Sort by. Is there a sale? Low to high. Let's view items. He gets like here. Oh, these are all okay. Like there's a shirt for $18. All these belts on here. Oh, I could get a new belt. $22 belt. Oh, all these belts. Oh, that belt's bad. Chains. $20, $30 shirt, $30 shirt, $30 shirts. It's all very much that baggy kind of stuff. That, oh, pair of shoes for $34. It kind of reminds me of Zara a little bit, which I never really see anything at Zara that I like this shirt. Hold on. This is $35. Collusion, boxy, long sleeve striped shirt and khaki. But see, this wouldn't look good on me. I think that's cute, but it wouldn't look good on me. I don't know. I mean, I'm not getting that for Ultra. I'm just going to wear a t-shirt and shorts at Ultra. I think I'm going to wear my Beaver Island t-shirt, and I got a bunch of these plain black and white and gray t-shirts, or black and white and blue t-shirts, like black t-shirts, blue t-shirts, and white t-shirts. I think I'm just going to wear those to Ultra. I'm not listening. I'd rather just be comfortable than feel like I have to have some special outfit. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so he's back now, and I said, what'd you get? And he's like, Abercrombie didn't have anything that I liked. I was like, oh, really? He was like, yeah. So he is going upstairs, and he's going to watch TV, and then we'll probably watch, we were talking about watching RuPaul's Drag Race tonight and getting caught up on that, and then we have Beverly Hills, too. Oh, I watched Ghosts last night as well. I watched a lot last night. I watched Ghosts, my weekly TV. I'm caught up on Paradise and Ghosts. So he and I have Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and RuPaul to watch. And then tonight I'll probably watch Elsbeth. I was going to watch Elsbeth last night, but I went to bed actually. I kind of got done with my shows kind of early. I was kind of surprised. So last night I finished Train Dreams. And then when I got done with Train Dreams, I watched F1. And then when I got done with F1, I started my TV shows early last night. I thank God I didn't sleep super late on my nap. And then after F1, I watched the Friends Like These Murder of Skylar Reese. Or Niece, the documentary, and it was fantastic. And then, before that I watched Ghost first before that, and then I think that's how I did it. Anyway, I've got on my own, I have Southern Hospitality. I think there's like 2 episodes now to catch up on. Elsbeth, Matlock, Survivor, 1,000 Pound Sisters, but 1,000 Pound Sisters I'll watch tomorrow after the Academy Awards, and I'll take notes on it. Then Alex and I also have House of Villains. Dark Winds, I think I'm going to wait till it's all out, which is like 2 more episodes. Love During Lockup, I have 3 episodes to watch. I think I'm just going to watch all 3 of them and then do my reaction to that. I'm not going to like react to each episode. Daryl Dixon, I have 3 episodes. Cold Water, I don't even know if I'm going to finish that. I'm on episode 2. Hijack, I'm on episode 5. I'll probably watch that tonight in the Valley. I'll tell you what I'm really missing. Last night when I was making my coffee in the kitchen, I was like, you know what I'm really missing is Vera. So tonight, Alex and I will probably watch. It's so funny because he was like, the other night when we were watching House of Villains, he's like, I can't believe you got me to watch this show again. I go, got you. He was like, yeah, I told you last season I was never watching this again. But then he's like, every night, he's like, do you want to watch House of Villains? So anyway, he'll probably be full down. He'll probably want to take like a nap early. So we'll probably watch RuPaul's Drag Race later. He was going to go out with his girlfriend tonight, but I said to him earlier, I said, this is so funny to me. I said, because he was going to maybe go over to her house. He has this like extra steaks that he got from like his meeting. So her husband's out of town. So he was like, well, we might go over there, whatever. And I said, are you and your friends going over to her house, or are you guys going? They were talking like weeks ago. This is how plans change all the time. They were talking about going out downtown to like some club. And I said, are you guys going out tonight or going over to her house? He goes, it's too cold. I go, what? He goes, it's too cold to be going out tonight. Oh, really? Okay. He's like, I just want to stay home and be cozy. I go, okay. I don't think. Now that I stay cozy all the time, he always is like, he'll be like, are you cozy? I want to be cozy. What is the temperature right now? The temperature in Indianapolis. Do you hear the morning doves again? It's 47 degrees and there's a wind advisory out. There's literally no wind. But can I tell you, my neighbor, pool crew lady number 1, in between her and pool crew lady number 2, they lost a tree in their house. And now, because of all the wind yesterday, the street is covered in tree limbs and stuff. We've been picking it up. People have been picking it up all day and like putting piles in the yards and whatever. Walter and Otis. I didn't add any more, but I could have added about 5. Oh, it starts 11 a.m. tomorrow and it goes till 8 a.m. Monday. The wind advisory. Wind advisory, in fact, from 11 a.m. Sunday to 8 a.m. Monday. All central Indiana. Gusty winds will blow around unsecured objects. Tree limbs could be blown down, and a few power outages may result. Everybody that I've known keeps on talking about power outages. Not just here, but other states, too. Look at this. So, Sunday, it's going to be... Okay, so right now, hold on. It is 47 degrees. What is car match? Why is it always trying to sell me these games? It is 47 degrees right now. It feels like 43. What's funny to me about that is my husband didn't have any problem going out when it was 20 degrees. He's had a long week. He had a long day yesterday. A long day yesterday. Are those the morning doves? I love them so much. Okay, so this is so crazy. Tomorrow it's going to be 71, overcast skies and windy. And then are you guys ready for what it's supposed to be? This is so Indiana. Do you know what's going to be on Monday? 33 degrees. It's going to be a 40-degree difference from Sunday to Monday. 33 degrees, cloudy with gusty winds. And then Tuesday, it is 29 degrees. So we're going from 71 to 29 in 2 days. And then Wednesday, look at this, cloudy with snow showers. Mainly during the morning, high of 46. And then Thursday, I mean, none of this makes any sense. Then Thursday, 61 and sunny. Friday, 63 and sunny. And it's 50s. Well, if we get snow on Wednesday, that'll be the last... Oh, I'm not doing Cousin Fun Day this week. I just remember that. Because Caroline has meetings all day. Or she's got something, I think, meetings. Anyway. Cheers. There haven't been a lot of people out today. It's kind of a quiet weekend in the neighborhood. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. That's not the words. Won't you be mine? Won't you be mine? So anyway, honestly tonight, well, okay, so I have some goals for the weekend. Somebody said so yesterday I did Hot or Not on my drama channel video. I don't think people were real into it, but anyway, it doesn't matter. I had fun doing it. But one of the Hot or Nots that somebody sent me was setting 5 alarms and snoozing all of them, which is basically what I do every day. But I said, no, what's hot is not setting an alarm and waking up when you want to, which I don't ever do. Do you know, I mean, if I take a nap, even if I'm like laying there, I'm like, okay, like I'm just going to lay down for half an hour. Like if Alex and I are in bed, I'll be like, okay, I'm just going to lay down for half an hour and then I'm going to get up and I'm going to vlog or whatever. I will set an alarm for half an hour. If we're on vacation, like Alex, I don't think he ever sets an alarm except for to get up for work. Like if he just lays down, takes a nap. Like if he's upstairs right now sleeping, he's upstairs sleeping. Like he'll wake up when he wakes up. Why is that such a strange concept for me? That's, you know what, like that's not one of my goals for 2026, but that's something that I need to work on. It's just if I fall asleep, I fall asleep. I'm always like worried about like, well, if the dogs need to go out or this, or I need to do that, or I'm wasting time or whatever. Like I cannot, Tani does it, Nikki does it, Caroline does it, everybody that I know does, they just fall asleep. Alex does it all the time. He'll wake up and I'll be like, are you going back to bed? He'll be like, I don't know, I might, or I might watch a show, or I'm like, okay. I cannot do that. I was like, that is what's hot, is being able to fall asleep and not set an alarm. Like if I'm laying there and I'm like almost asleep, I'm like, oh my God, I didn't set my alarm. Before I even go upstairs at the end of the night, when I go to sleep, I set my alarm in the kitchen so that I can just put my phone in the charger. Like I always set an alarm. Am I the only one that does that? I'm so weird about it anyway. But I do think that's hot, to be able to just fall asleep and wake up whenever you want to. Why is that so hard for me? Does anybody have any theories on that? Please analyze the hell out of me. I mean, people do it all the time anyway, and I don't ask for it, so I guess I should ask for it. Why do you think that is that I can't fall asleep without an alarm? I don't know. Anyway, this weekend, set up my new computer. It's still sitting in the box, in the bag from Apple, over in the chair where I keep the baton, and the fan, and the phone. Delete and add to Kindle. Now what that means is that books that I've added to my Kindle library that I no longer want to read, I need to take pictures of them because I might want to read them at some point. They're all apocalypse books that I haven't started, okay? I might want to read them at some point, so I need to take pictures of them so I know which books that I want. Is there like a way on Kindle? Does anybody know this? I asked Nikki, because she's like my Kindle expert, and she's like, I don't know, maybe your Amazon wish list. But is there a way to like add a book that you want to read on Kindle, like on Kindle Unlimited? Does anybody know about that? Let me know in the comment section below or direct message me or something. I don't know how to do that. Like if there's a book on Amazon that you want to add to your wish list, like on Audible, you can have a wish list. Is there on Kindle? Is there a place to do that on your Kindle or on Amazon? I don't know how to do that. Okay. So I'm constantly screenshotting, hold on a second, Kindle Unlimited books that I want to read. For example, The Undead Journals. Okay. Now, this is book 1 of 2, and they're apocalyptic books that are all told through journals. The first one is called Winter Awakening. Okay. Then, hold on a second, my next book. Here it is. I think I might already have this. The Immune, books 1 through 3. Who's it by? It doesn't say. David Casey. The Highway. They all look the same, don't they? Books 1 through 4 by M.L. Banner, a USA Today bestseller. Are there more? Oh my God, you guys want to hear this? Okay. Some of you will crack up about this. So I don't know shit about ChatGPT, okay? I mean, like, online I call it, it's not a joke when I called it. One video I kept on calling it ChatGP, and people were getting, like, it was on my Gabby Hanna videos because she looks up something on ChatGPT. I, honest to God, in that video, I thought it was ChatGPT. Like, I don't think I've ever... okay, you know when you Google something and it comes up? Like, I honestly thought that's what people were talking about with ChatGPT. Like, if you just Google, like, what's the movie Sinners? Like, I thought that's what ChatGPT was. You guys, you have no idea what an idiot you're dealing with. Okay, no, truly. Don't call me Truly Brown. Like, I did not realize that ChatGPT was like... I mean, people keep on... I mean, I said something to Alex about this. He looked at me like I was crazy. He was like, what are you talking about? People use ChatGPT at work all the time. I go, I didn't realize it was like an entirely separate website. He looked at me like I was crazy. I go, I don't use it. Like, I didn't know that. People have been telling me about it, how they've been researching this and researching that, and it's so funny because people are like, oh, people script videos on ChatGPT. I didn't even know. I was like, how are people Googling? Like, I literally, this is what I was thinking, okay? How are people Googling? I know you guys are thinking I'm the biggest idiots in the entire world. I was like, how are people Googling entire videos, scripts on Google? Like, what are they looking up? Like, make a video script for me about Gabby Hanna? Like, I didn't understand what that meant. Okay, I understand it now. You want to know how I found out about it? Okay. So this gal that we know here in Indianapolis that we've known, like, since we first started dating. She's a fashion designer here in Indianapolis. She actually was, like, waitlisted on, I think it was season 2 of Project Runway. Like, if somebody pulled out, she was going to go on the show. She's fantastic. I love her. But now she just does, like, commission stuff. So anyway, she posted on Facebook the other day that somebody told her to get on the ChatGPT, and somebody said I shouldn't use ChatGPT because of the water things. I don't use ChatGPT. I literally used it just for this. I don't know anything else about ChatGPT, okay? And I don't even know what that means. So, but I know it's not good for the environment. AI and ChatGPT is supposedly not good for the that don't even make sense to me. I understand what people like when people say, like, well, you have to use water for the... I don't know what that means. Like, that is, like, above my pay grade. Like, no, and I'm not even joking about that. Like, if people started explaining that to me, it would make no sense. Like, like, there are some things, like, people are like, oh, Peter, you're so smart and stuff like that. Thank you, I appreciate that. Hold on. There are some things that, like, philosophical conversations, like, life lessons, I don't know. I feel like I can carry my weight in those conversations. That scientific stuff, no, like, I'm being technical things, and I don't even want to set up my computer and press a button because I don't even know what I'm doing. Like, that's the truth. Like, I don't like to get a new phone or anything because it, like, stresses me the hell out. Like, I don't want to do any of that kind of stuff. Like, I don't get it. Like, I didn't even want to get a new iPad because, okay, the camera stopped. I didn't even want to get a new iPad because I didn't know that, like, when you, like, put in your password, like, all your apps just come up and stuff. You guys, like, I'm like really that dumb. I really am. Like, everything has to be like shown to me. Once it's shown to me once, I get it. But anyway, I didn't know about this ChatGPT thing. Okay, so this girl that we know, she's a fashion designer here in Indianapolis. I don't even know why she came up on my Facebook. I haven't seen anything on hers on Facebook for years. But she said something like a friend of hers told her to do this thing where it says like let's just say her name was Judy Smith. Okay, hype up Judy Smith on ChatGPT and see what it comes up with. And so she posted hers, and I was like, oh my God, I live for this, right? I was like, there's no way that ChatGPT knows who I am. Where's my reading glasses? Where did I put them? Oh, they're over here on the table. I was like, there's no way that ChatGPT knows who I am. They know who my husband is, you guys. It is so nice what it's, okay, what did I, okay, hold on a second. I have it all screenshot, but let's just go in here. Everybody else is doing it online, so come for them if you're going to come for me. Okay, so ask a question. I think it said hype up Peter Monn is what you're supposed to put, like hype up Peter Monn. You're supposed to put in hype up in your name, okay, is what you're supposed to do. Are you guys ready for this? This is hilarious. Okay. All right, let's give some proper hype to the one and only Peter Monn. First of all, YouTube commentary royalty. Peter Monn didn't just make commentary videos, he built a whole universe of channels where tea, storytelling, and real talk collide. Whether it's drama commentary, book discussions, or daily life vlogs, the man delivers with legendary story times, the most calming Midwestern porch energy, a level of consistency most creators only dream of, and let's not forget the channel empire. Peter Monn, commentary and drama, Peterisms, daily reflections and positivities, Peter does stuff, vlogs, Peter likes books, booktube goodness, different moods, same iconic personality. Signature vibe. Imagine sitting on a porch with iced coffee while your funniest friend tells you every story you didn't know you needed. That's the Peter Monn experience. I live for this. Why fans ride for him? He's authentic. What you see is what you get. Kind but honest. He'll spill tea and encourage growth. Storytelling master. Somehow a 5-minute story becomes a 25-minute experience. So true, too, isn't it? And the best part, he's been doing this for years and still feels like the internet's comfort creator. This is so nice. So let's hear it for Peter Monn. Drama commentary, author, dog dad, porch philosopher, certified YouTube comfort legend, beast. If you know, you know. And then it says, if you want, I can also break down Peter Monn's funniest moments or why he became such a cult favorite on YouTube. I should look that up. Why did Peter, hold on a second. I'm sure there's horrible things you can chat GPT to. Have at it. Why did Peter Monn become a cult legend? Is it really going to pull anything up? Peter Monn became a cult legend on YouTube because he hit a rare combination that most creators have never managed. This is really building my ego right now. Authentic personality, storytelling, and comfort content consistency. Over time, that created a very loyal fan base that treats his channels almost like a daily ritual. Here are some of the main reasons people consider him a cult favorite. He created a whole channel universe. I don't really ever think of it that way. It's so funny that it says that. Because I don't think of like a channel universe. But I like it. Instead of one channel, Peter built multiple spaces for different vibes. I mean, that was really what I wanted to do. I was like, if somebody doesn't like my drama channel, they can watch my vlog or they can watch my... People ask me why I don't all put it on one channel. It doesn't make sense. Like, people are like, you talk about the same things on all of your channels. Maybe. But like, if you're coming to watch there are people that just watch my book videos and don't watch any of my other channels. There are some people that watch all of my channels, and I appreciate that. But it's built... I mean, there are people that watch my review videos that don't watch any of my other videos, you know? Peterisms, daily inspirational reflections. Peter does stuff, lifestyle vlog content. Peter likes books, book reviews, and reading content. Fans can basically spend an entire day in the Peter Monn ecosystem. That level of variety keeps people engaged for years. I guess. That's cool. His storytelling is legendary. Legendary! Peter can tell a simple story and stretch it into a hilarious, engaging narrative. Viewers often joke that he can start talking about drama and suddenly you're hearing about a childhood memory, a recovery lesson, a funny interaction at the grocery store, a pop culture tangent. It feels like listening to a charismatic friend talk for hours, which builds a parasocial comfort vibe. Porch vlog comfort energy. A lot of his videos feel like you're sitting on a porch with him chatting over coffee. I wonder why. That calm, that should be my thumbnail, don't you think? The Peter Monn aesthetic. I'll never remember where I put that. It doesn't mean anything to me. 5 minutes and 12 seconds. Okay. A lot of his videos feel like you're sitting on a porch with him chatting over coffee. That calm conversational style is very different from the fast, hyper-edited YouTube style. For many video viewers, his videos become background comfort while you're doing other things. Something to watch while relaxing daily routine. That's a huge reason people stick around. Radical consistency. Peter uploads constantly. Somebody said something yesterday about he never uploads. What channel was this on? Because it was funny. It was, what channel of mine was it on? It wasn't this channel. I know that. I think it might have been my review channel, because they said something about, I think it's so funny when people are like commenting on my video and they're referring to me as he, as if I'm not the one reading the comment. But they said he never films on vacation. I'm like, what? I film like literally every day on vacation. I film a vlog almost. Well, on the last couple of vacations, and probably on this upcoming vacation, I probably won't vlog as much because I'm just gonna, enjoy my time. Radical consistency. Peter uploads constantly. For years, he has posted videos almost every day across his channel. Consistency creates trust. Fans know if Peter is online, there will probably be a new video. I didn't think of it that way. That reliability is a big reason people feel attached to the content. Personal transparency. Peter openly talks about things many creators avoid, including addiction recovery, mental health, past struggles, life lessons. That vulnerability and accountability made people feel like they actually know him, which deepens fan loyalty. Iconic running jokes and catchphrases. Oh, this will be good. Cult followings often grow around shared inside jokes, and Peter has plenty. Beast, dramatic intros, random nostalgic references, recurring side stories about his life. Fans quote them the way fandoms quote TV. I love fandom. The result, he is not just a drama commentator. He's more like a comfort creator and storyteller and internet uncle. I like that. That combination turned Peter Monn from a regular YouTuber into a long-running cult personality on the platform. I mean, it's not like I have millions of subscribers, but I knew I never would. I don't care. I'm so happy with what I get to do. But I looked up something about Peter Monn's. The first time I looked it up, it called him Alex Monn. Peter Monn's husband, Alex. Okay. Let's see if it pulls up the same thing. Well, it just says on here, when you look at, okay, the information is, why is it not letting me do this? Hold on. It's wanting me to sign into the... No, I don't want to do that. Okay. Oh, it just took me out of that. It's wanting me to log in or something. Hold on a second. Peter Monn. So the one I looked up last night, it must have been a recommendation, because this is just like basic background information. Hold on a second. Like when we got married and stuff. Okay. Alex Paredes is best known as the longtime spouse of Peter Monn, a popular YouTube creator with several channels focused on commentary, vlogging, books, and daily reflections. Here is a clear overview of Alex. Alex and Peter were married on August 11, 2011. They had dated... No, that's not correct. We were married on... I was like, there's something wrong about that. We were married August 25th. They had dated for several years before getting married. The couple lives together in Indianapolis, where Peter films most of his videos. Peter frequently talks about their relationship in his vlogs and storytime style videos, often sharing everyday moments, vacations, and anniversary celebrations. Personality and public presence. Alex is known among Peter's viewers for being much more private and quieter than Peter. Fans usually describe him as laid back, supportive of Peter's career, more reserved about appearing online. Because of that, he rarely appears regularly on camera, though he occasionally shows up in travel vlogs. He's already asked me if we're doing a couples Q&A. I said, we can do two if you want. You come up with the ideas. Alex has worked in areas such as digital marketing, business and marketing strategy, Spanish language translation work. However, he tends to keep his professional life mostly off the internet. He's in marketing. People ask me that all the time. He said that in videos, that he's in marketing. He does medical marketing. He does contractual marketing. Oh, hey, how are you? Good, it's good to see you. How's Tiger? He just laughed. But he also does contractual work for like nightclubs, DJs, and stuff like that. That's a lot of the reason why we go to Ultra Music Festival every year, and he goes to music festivals and stuff like that. Life at home. Peter often, there's a little dog emoji. Peter often mentions their dogs in his video, treating them like family. Oh my God, on one of mine that I posted, it said something about, or that I looked up, it said something about, there was a whole section dedicated to Boo Radley. Their home life, dogs, travel, dinners, and daily routines show up often in Peter's vlog-style channels. In short, Alex Perez is a relatively private person who became known publicly through his marriage to Peter Monn. While Peter is very visible online, Alex mostly stays out of the spotlight and appears only occasionally in Peter's content. Why some fans are very curious about Alex. It doesn't let me hit these things. I wish it would. Okay. It won't let you hit the suggestions. You have to type them all out. Fans of Peter Monn tend to like his husband Alex for a few consistent reasons that come up often in the community around Peter's videos. Even though Alex is fairly private, the little viewers see of him creates a positive impression. He balances Peter's big personality. Peter is very talkative, expressive, and dramatic in a fun way on camera. Alex comes across as the calmer, more reserved counterbalance. Do you know what's so funny about that is in person we're completely different. Fans often enjoy that dynamic because Peter tells the stories, Alex reacts quietly or humorously. Their personalities complement each other. Do you remember when we used to first start doing Q&As and like Alex would say something so dirty and I would be like, Alex, or he would roll his eyes or something like that. Now, like, people love that. So it feels like a classic extrovert and introvert couple dynamic, which is so funny because he's the extrovert and I'm the introvert. He seems supportive. In Peter's stories and vlogs, Alex is often portrayed as supportive of Peter's YouTube career, patient with filming and long talking segments, encouraging when Peter discusses recovery or life challenges. That supportive presence makes viewers see him as a steady partner behind the scenes. Long-term relationship goals. Peter often talks about their long relationship and marriage, which fans find wholesome. They've been together for many years, celebrated anniversaries publicly, traveled together frequently. For many viewers, their relationship feels stable and genuine, which people like to root for. His rare appearances feel special. Because Alex doesn't appear constantly, when he does show up in a vlog or story, fans get excited. It feels like a cameo. Oh, I like that. Why do I feel like there's a blur over here again? I feel like I just saw it and it was like there somewhere. I swear to God, this damn camera. Best damn tapper, most smartest. That rarity actually increases interest and affection. Peter's stories about him. Peter's a natural storyteller, so a lot of fans feel like they know Alex through funny couple stories, travel mishaps, everyday life moments. These stories build a friendly, relatable image of Alex when he isn't on camera. Fans tend to like Alex because he comes across as grounded, supportive, and a great match for Peter's personality. Even with limited public appearances, the way Peter talks about him makes viewers feel positively towards him. Oh, that's so nice. I did not know about this chat GPT thing. And now I've kind of lost interest. Can you tell? Oh, the battery just went to the halfway mark. Oh, well. I wasn't going to answer. Okay, so here's my thing. The Skylar Neese documentary, if you want to watch my reaction to it, I didn't spill everything about it. Fantastic. It's called Friends Like These, The Murder of Skylar Neese. It is on Hulu and Disney. It is fantastic. I absolutely, absolutely loved it. And then F1. A lot of people on my vlog said they really liked it. It was okay. You know, it's interesting because I looked on there, who's the producer, Jerry Bruckheimer or whatever, who did like Maverick and Top Gun. It felt like that. I mean, I saw some review and somebody was like, and then you have to look at Brad Pitt for 2 hours. Unlike Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt looks fantastic, okay, for his age. Brad Pitt's like 3 years older than me. Brad Pitt looks good. He still looks good. I liked the movie. I mean, okay, so it's about this retired, well, semi-retired race car driver. He's like never raced in like F1 racing before. And so his friend, who I can't think of what that guy's name is, wants him to come race, but it's kind of like there's like false, I don't want to ruin for anybody that hasn't watched it, because I think there's a lot, it would be a good couples movie to watch, or family movie. It's kind of under false premises. So he kind of comes there to race, but then he kind of starts mentoring this kid that's like real arrogant. I don't know, I liked it. I don't really understand why it's up for Best Picture, except for like, it's this big production kind of movie, right? Like the racing scenes and stuff like that were fantastic if you're into that. Like my sponsor loves, like, I haven't talked to her about this movie, but I bet she probably has watched it and loved it. Like everybody, if you love racing, you would love this movie. I'm just not that much into racing. The backstory was interesting to me, but it's like a Best Picture nominee. No, for the cinematic quality of it. I will tell you this, like, did it just come out on Apple? Well, so it teamed up with Formula One, which I think is like happening right now, which is why this movie is like, I guess it's Apple's highest grossing film ever. But this would be a movie to see, like, in a megaplex movie theater. Like, with the sound, surround sound and everything. Like, this is one of those movies. Like, it was fine watching it on my iPad, but I kept on thinking that, like, the scenes of them racing are just incredible. Like, you feel like you're in the car at times. But anyway, I finished Train Dreams before that. I like Train Dreams. Train Dreams to me... Okay, this is going to be such a strange analogy. It reminded me on some level of Brokeback Mountain. And I mean, it's not, like, there's not a gay backstory or anything to it. The storytelling of it. I looked it up, and it's based on a novella, which Brokeback Mountain was based on a, what's her name? Annie Proulx. It was based on a short story novella by Annie Proulx. My mom gave me the book years later for Christmas one year. It was my Brokeback Mountain, and what's the movie with Brad Pitt? Oh, she loved that movie. I ended up buying her the robe with the teacups all over it, the coffee cups all over it. Well, I can't think of that movie. I've talked about it over here so many times. Fight Club. Those were my mom's 2 favorite movies of life. And probably Out of Africa. Oh, and maybe Trip to Bountiful. She had a lot of favorite movies. But anyway, her newer movies, those were 2 of her favorite movies. It kind of had that feeling to it. I watched some reviews of it. So I watched half of it, and then I finished the other half last night. People are talking about, it's just this photojournalistic kind of like study of like the wilderness. It's not. No, it's this man's story, and it's beautiful. It's beautifully told. I think I'm kind of surprised the guy that plays the lead in it is not nominated for a Best Actor. I can't think of his name. He's a little bit older than me. I looked him up last night. He's been in a bunch of things that I've watched. But anyway, it's about this guy that was born, and then he was put on this train to, I think, Idaho, and he never knew his parents were. His parents died, and he never knew his parents were. And so then his life, he was like a logger. He was like a manual laborer, and he meets this woman, Felicity, it's played by Felicity, whatever her name is. And they fall in love, and they have a baby. And like, he has his dream life. Like, he goes away, and he is like a logger taking down these trees. And at first, it's for the war. They're taking down like timber for the war. And then it turns into like for the trains and stuff like that. But anyway, it's mostly like for the war, like clearing spaces for the trains in the war. But they don't really go into a lot of what William H. Macy's in it, and he's fantastic in it too. I think in a different year of Oscars, I think this stuff, it would have been more heavily nominated. William H. Macy is so good at it. I love him in anything. It's just a really slow movie. I really enjoyed it. Like, my mom would have loved this movie. So it's about this guy, and it's just about his life as a logger, and then he comes home, and it's been on Netflix for a while, so anyway, there's this tragedy that happens that then his wife and his child are gone. He doesn't know what happened to them, but he assumes that they're dead. And it's basically, he just lives out the rest of his life. He builds a new cabin, and he lives out the rest of his life, and it ends. And it's basically like the progression of our world, like going from horse-drawn carriages to cars. And I think he goes to Seattle at the end, and he's walking around, and then they show him at the end. The movie is beautifully shot. Like, it's so gorgeous of like all the woods and stuff, but at the very end when they show him dead, and it's just like, it's very simple how it ends. And they said he died in his bed one day, and he left no heirs, and he never knew his parents was. It's just basically the story of this man's life. It is really the story of grief is what it is. Like, it's so interesting that the other day I was talking about grieving, and this movie is literally about grieving. Like, he grieves his entire life, his wife and his daughter, and really can never move on from that. At the very end, he dies in his cabin, and like, people don't even know he's died is what you're supposed to assume, because like, the wildlife just takes over this cabin, and they show his body in the bed, and it's like the trees have taken over and they've grown over his body and stuff like that. The movie is beautifully shot. From a cinematic point of view, is it up for best cinematography? Well, if it is, F1, if F1's up, F1 will probably win. Oscar, I've looked this up so many times. Hold on a second. Oscar nominees, 2026. Okay, here it is. Let's see. I think the only, let's see what it's, casting. No, it wouldn't be for that. Okay, I want to talk about this movie in a second. Well, I'll get to it in just a second. Cinematography. Train Dreams is up for cinematography. Is F1 up for it? I think Train Dreams or One Battle After Another will win. And it'll probably be One Battle After Another. But Train Dreams was shot beautifully. Now, if you're looking for, like, people are, like, going to watch and be like, this movie, like Tanya was like, that movie was so boring. I think you have to be in the right mood for it. Like, I don't know. It was my first movie that I watched last night. Well, the second half of it. I was in a very quiet mood. I had taken the dogs out. I had a candle lit. I was having a cup of coffee. It was just beautiful. I felt like it didn't seem slow to me. It like seemed like the pacing was fine to me. I don't know. I loved it. Do I think it deserves Best Picture? No. And then I think it will, and it won't win. Film editing. Nope, not up for that. The music in it was really pretty. You know, I didn't do the music original score. Frankenstein, Hamnet, One Battle After Another, Sinners. Oh, Sinners should win Best Musical Score for that. Best Picture. Train Dreams will not win. I really want... Well, go watch my movie video today and see what I said will win. But let me tell you, after that... Oh, I forgot to say this. Okay, after I got done... Because I was looking to see if the other shorts were on. This was before I watched the true crime documentary, because I was like, I got done early enough. If all the I was like, because I had watched live action short film, The Singers. I had watched it. And so I was like, if all the other ones are online on Netflix, then I'll watch all the live action short films last night, and then I can react to that too. Well, on Netflix, I thought it was a live action short film because it was only 35 minutes, but it was actually documentary short film, and it's called All the Empty Rooms. Okay, you guys, this movie, and I know a lot of people are triggered by watching movies like this, so I will tell you, it's very sad. It is so unbelievably done. It's by this guy. He looked familiar to me, but I don't know him. He's worked for he's been on every major news show in the world. Not for this, but for being 60 Minutes, Good Morning America, for being the funny news journalist. Well, what happened was with Columbine, he had to end the segment on a positive note about, he's like, how do you do that? And so then he ended up, through all the years, covering all these school shootings. And he was like, he felt like the United States and people in the United States were becoming immune to school shootings. Because it was oh, another day, another school shooting. Which I do feel like we've become that way about it. Reading the book Columbine, really, by Dave Cullen, really changed that for me. But I do believe that's, 20 years ago, I think things are so different today. It's like they happen all the time, and so we're become immune to it. So he wanted to change that. And so what he did was, he started going in, and I didn't say this in my movie video today, but at the very end of it, he lists every child that has died from a school shooting, at the very end. That's how the movie ends. But this movie, he's interviewed and gone and photographed. He and his friend, this photographer, go in and they photograph the rooms of children that have died in school shootings. And it's 35 minutes. It's called All the Empty Rooms. It's on Netflix. They don't show anything. They show, the kids coming out of Columbine. But, as far as school shootings, they don't show, they don't show the news coverage of that. They show, maybe, him being okay, but there's just clips of it. They don't show, it's nothing violent. You don't see anything violent in it. It's literally just news coverage of what's happened, but very sparsely. Most of it is 3 rooms. He has gone through every person that he possibly can, and he's down to the last 3 rooms. He's doing this photo. I don't know if this is going to be a major documentary that they're going to do, but from the permission of the family members, he's gone through, and they go to these family members' houses, and they tell them the story of their child that they lost. One girl was 9, one girl was 15, and one boy, I think, was 7. He's the one they start with. And so they go in and they look at their rooms, which are unchanged. And the parents talk about how they'll go into the rooms, and that's how they connect with their children and what was important to them and things like that. And he really wants to humanize the victims through their experiences of who they were. This photographer that takes the pictures, he literally scans in on friendship bracelets or what's this one thing. He goes under this girl's bed, and it's literally stuff that she left there the night before. It is so unbelievable in a way that it humanizes these children in a way that I've never seen done before. It was unbelievable. Now, I haven't watched the other documentary shorts. I might watch them tonight. I'm so excited about the Oscars tomorrow. I might watch them tonight, but I don't know. So, Nikki just texted me and said, does Elvis tie into Paradise? That's a phone call. If you're not watching season 2 of Paradise, I won't ruin it for you. But there is an Elvis tie-in. But I didn't realize until later, if you're watching it, that his daughter's name is Presley, which I think is interesting. But that has nothing to do with season 2. But she's just starting season 2 right now. So anyway, I love the Elvis tie-in in season 2, by the way. But anyway, it was so fantastically done. But so then when I watched that, I was like, okay, I want to watch. I mean, it was still early. I got started on my stuff early last night, and I read. So that's what I was doing. My goals for the week, my weekend goals. Why can't I just have not weekend goals? Why can't I just fall asleep and not set an alarm? Why can't I just not do any? Okay, set up new computer. Delete, add to Kindle. This is what I was talking about. So this is what that means. I have to go into the Kindle, take pictures of the books that I haven't started yet, delete them, and then I add the new ones that I want to read to my Kindle. I just showed you guys like 3. I have like 20 in my phone. Okay. Buy things. So I've got to buy reading glasses, and there's like 2 other things I have to buy on, what is it? Reading glasses. I have to get Harry's razors. I thought I bought them, but I guess I didn't. Harry's razors, what do you call it? Inserts or replaces. Finish 1 book this weekend, and I have to change the outdoor light bulb on the carriage light because one of them's out. Those are my things I have to do this weekend. We're very organized in this house. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Can you do bird calls? When I'm an old man, I'm going to learn bird calls. Oh, I am an old man. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, I'm gonna get off here now and get my other videos posted and then get the vlog up, and then I'm gonna go hang out with Alex and the dogs and watch TV shows and stuff like that. And take my walk. It's actually, look, it's pretty. The sun's out. It's gonna be a nice walking day. I mean, I have to put a coat on and bring my gloves and stuff like that. She wants to keep on talking. Anyway, I'm gonna take my walk and then take a shower, put comfy clothes on. Tomorrow brunch. Then the Oscars! The Oscars. Who's gonna watch the Oscars? You gonna watch them with me? Anyway. Woo! Goodbye! Anyway, I hope you guys are having a magical, amazing Saturday and a fantastic weekend. If nobody else has told you this today, I love you guys, and of course I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya!